Welcome back everyone for A Way of the Fist, Cobra Kai Season 6, Watch Party! Since Karate Kid 3 and Terry Silver's Stray Line,
my name is Terry Silver. My master is Kim Sung-young of South Korea.
Fans have been clamoring to know more about this elusive martial arts master in South Korea. The show confirmed his existence in Season 3 with Captain Turner.
So I learned Tang Soo Do during the Korean War under Master Kim Sung-young. You'll learn the same.
That was a bit of a shock for some of us. They're going that route? Then in Season 5, Chosen saw Silver's style and immediately recognized it. He informed Daniel.
Wait, that's a real person? I thought it was just some mumbo-jumbo Silver came up with.
No, it's very real.
That upped the stakes, but then the show took an even greater leap. In a flashback, we see Kim Sung-young training young Kreese and Silver at his dojang. It was the first ever glimpse of the elusive master and creator of the Way of the Fist. Now, seeing as he was old enough to be training soldiers during the Korean War, many just assumed by the time of the show he had died. He would be too old, they thought. He must have died, and now Kim Da-Eun carries the legacy. Well, the season is on the horizon, and it turns out Jon Hurwitz may have given us the confirmation we are looking for. Accidentally, I suspect. An Entertainment Weekly article was just released of an interview of the Big Three. Jon was asked about Kreese in Season 6. As you know, Kreese escaped from prison and managed to get all the way to South Korea with Kim Da-Eun. In his reply, he's talking about Kreese going full-on no mercy, and that he is more dangerous than ever before. He then brings up Sensei Kim Da-Eun. Look at what he says. Partnering with Kim Da-Eun, who has been eager to please her grandfather and continue his traditions. She and Kreese have a long history.
Wait, what?
He gave it away right there. You just have to know how to spot it. He partners with Kim Da-Eun, and then look how he describes her, who has been eager to please her grandfather. Stop. Right there. Do you see it? He said, has been eager to please her grandfather. Please. Think about that. How can you please someone who's dead? You can't. You can only please someone who's alive. You can make someone's favorite dinner. That would please him. You can sing his favorite song. That would please him. You can try to spread his teachings to the world. That would please him a great deal. But you can't please someone who is dead. Now, you can honor someone who is dead. You can respect someone who is dead. You can remember someone who is dead. Or, as Jon said, you can continue his teachings. That is for sure. And look at how Jon said all of this. The word and. You remember from grade school that it's combining two thoughts. The first thought is, she is eager to please him. In the moment, pleasing him now. The second thought is that she wants to continue his teachings. If it was just the second one, we couldn't conclude anything. But put together, it really looks like she wants to please him by continuing his teachings. As I said, that can only please him if he is still alive. You have to be alive to be pleased. Remember that Jon Hurwitz is speaking from the state of knowing everything in Season 6. That's how a mistake like this can happen. Even though he is trying to avoid spoilers, he's talking about Kim Da-Eun in a way that accidentally revealed this important plot point. And so you have it. Expect this to be the major surprise in Season 6. Kim Sung-young is still alive. Now, he was played by fight choreographer Don Lee. However, that was always temporary. He has been cast anew in Season 6. Last November, Deadline reported that C.S. Lee had been cast as the Grand Master. Now, it's worth noting this was not an official announcement. Deadline themselves just claimed, according to sources. That's a little open-ended, they weren't specific, but they aren't exactly a gossip site. But then, during production, Lee himself accidentally posted this on Instagram. Oops, it's kind of a tell, but he's not in costume and we don't know much from that. However, thanks to Jon Hurwitz's slight misspeak here, and yes, you did misspeak, Jon, it's what you said, we now know he is still alive in the present day. So what will he be doing? You remember in my Julie Pierce video, I speculated that there could be a sensei division of the Sakai Taikai. That division itself would split into a men's and women's side. For the women, you have Sensei Kim fighting Julie Pierce. An epic matchup for sure. For the men, I left it open-ended on who would fight for Cobra Kai. I now tell you I think it will be Grandmaster Kim Sun-young himself. Yes, he is still alive and still a fighter, despite being like 100 years old. Now they're not keeping him alive so he can lay in a hospital bed and watch the Sakai Taikai on television. He will be there participating. Perhaps the end of the character description is the most important. He is a dangerous man of immense power and few words, the antithesis of Miyagi. So they make clear he is still a man of immense power. That's not for nothing. Nowhere is he described as being infirm as an older man. He is powerful in both time periods. He is also the antithesis of Miyagi. While we've been discussing that in terms of fighting power, it means a whole lot more. Everything in Karate Kid revolves around Miyagi's philosophy. Learn to fight, sure, but only use that to defend yourself. You only defend yourself as much as you need. The opposing philosophy from the original film and all the way through the series has shown and hinted at the opposite. Kim Sun-young represents that. Victory over the enemy above all else. You show your enemy no mercy. That is the way of the fist. It is what Kim Sun-young created. Now the reactions of the senseis seeing Kim Sun-young would be right in character. Chozen will be serious and react with horror. He knows what Sato thought of him and knows not to underestimate his power, no matter what. Chozen will be cautious. I think if there's a choice, Chozen will be the one who volunteers to fight Kim Sun-young. Chozen will feel like he's the best martial artist and has the best chance of victory. It will be close, but he would still lose. After all, Kim is the anti-Miyagi. Johnny would blow him off. He's old, like really old. Can he even walk without a cane? While Johnny is right, he is old. He is wrong in that it affects his power. Kim can still fight with full ferocity. You can expect Johnny to lose a fight quickly, before he even realized it started. Strike first, you know. It would be like his fight against Terry Silver, except faster and more brutal. Johnny may have been Cobra Kai's top student, but he can't take that to the creator of the Way of the Fist. Daniel will have a very classic Daniel approach. He would be shocked the man is still alive, sort of the way he was shocked to learn he even existed in the first place. Second, he would think a man his age is in no condition to be up and about, much less fighting in a tournament. He would try to talk to the board and say it's too dangerous. You need to think about safety. His opinion will likely change after he sees Kim Sun-young dominated the early rounds. But that's all for later. I'll have a full watch party as well as a review and plenty of analysis and further theories after part 1 drops. Make sure you're subscribed so you can catch it all. Have a great day. I'll see you at the next watch party.